Hi, boys and girls. I'm back with another old favorite. You know you've heard this one before, but I think of all the ones I've read, this one, as you know, has always been my favorite. It's called The Perfect Nest. This is by Catherine Friend. Jack the cat gathered together everything he needed, and then he built the perfect nest, dry and cozy, and just the right size. But the nest was not for Jack. With this perfect nest, he would attract a perfect chicken who would lay a perfect egg, which would make a perfect omelet for a cat like Jack. Soon enough, a chicken came along. "Ay, caramba!" she cried. "A perfect nest!" She hopped up and laid a small egg. Then a duck came by. "Sacre bleu!" she cried. "The perfect nest!" The duck pushed the chicken out, hopped up, and laid a medium-sized egg. Then a goose lumbered by. "Great balls of fire!" she cried. "A perfect nest!" The goose pushed the duck out, hopped up, and laid a large egg. Jack's mouth began to water. Oh, 3 eggs would make 3 omelets. But then the duck leaped onto the goose's back. "This is my nest." The chicken flew up onto the duck. "No, this is my nest." The 3 cackled and quacked and honked, but each refused to leave the perfect nest. They squished each other for days. Each day, Jack tried to get the birds off of the eggs. "Fire, fire!" he called. They didn't move. "Flood, flood!" he cried. They didn't move. "Wolf, wolf!" he cried. But the chicken, the duck, and the goose would not move. Finally, Jack stood before them. "You birds are so silly. The next farm over has an even better nest, and it's empty. Why doesn't one of you use that nest?" "An empty nest," cried the chicken, "without a goose to sit on my head? Caramba!" "Sacre bleu!" cried the duck. "I am tired of smelling like the chicken. That nest is mine." "Great balls of fire!" cried the goose. "Out of my way!" And they all flapped away. Alone at last, Jack returned to the nest and peeked inside. He arranged the eggs neatly in a row. Small breakfast, medium lunch, and large dinner. Jack's stomach rumbled. But then crack! The small egg broke open, and out popped a wet baby chick, who looked up at Jack and said, "Ay, caramba! Hola, mama!" Crackety snap! The medium-sized egg broke open, and out scrambled a wet baby duck, who looked up at Jack and said, "Sacre bleu, bonjour, maman." Crockety-crack, boom! The largest egg broke open, and out stepped a wet baby goose, who looked up at Jack and said, "Great balls of fire! Howdy, Ma!" Jack stared at the babies. What was he to do? He couldn't make omelets out of them. Dry me, cried the soggy baby chick. Feed me, cried the hungry baby duck. Play, cried the excited baby goose. Jack hid in the barn. The 3 babies found him. He hid in the woods. The 3 babies found him. Jack hid under the tractor. The 3 babies found him and dragged him back to the nest. Sleep, the tired babies finally whispered. Cold, said the shivering babies. Jack scratched his head. Someone had to care for these babies, but there was no one else around. Jack lifted all 3 babies into the nest. Buenas noches, Mama, said the baby chick. Bon nuit, Mama, said the baby duck. Sweet dreams, Ma, said the baby goose. Then Jack climbed into the nest and the babies fell asleep. That's when he realized that this really was the perfect nest. Hope you enjoyed that one, boys and girls. One of my favorites. Hope you're enjoying your time at home in your perfect nest. I'll see you soon next week with some new books. Bye.